Good morning, everybody. It's Father's Day, and I called my father this morning, and it put me on a path of thinking about our need for affirmation, and um, both as fathers and as children. So I'm 62 years old, and I still crave and need words of affirmation from my father, approval. And it made me more aware of maybe putting more effort into lifting up and praising the qualities in the people around me, especially my children. Because Father's Day isn't just about fathers. It's about a relationship, I believe. A relationship between a father and a child. It's not about the father, it's not about the child, it's about the relationship between them. What lies between a father and a child. And I tried to tell my father this story, and it didn't go real well, but I was trying to tell him how I had a colt one time that was always real standoffish and hard to catch, and was always kind of hiding behind the other colts. And one morning I turned my colts loose, and I had just round penned these guys a couple of days before, kind of got them where they kind of respected me and were hooking on to me in the round pen, and got them to where I could catch them. It was in the spring of the year, and I turned my colts loose, and they all kind of took off running. It was partly dark, and I could hear their feet leaving, hear the hoof beats, but there was a presence behind me, and I turned around, and here's this little run colt, and he was the one that was always the hardest for me to get my hands on, and he was there with me. Everybody else had ran off, and he had just kind of hooked on, and he wasn't sure. I couldn't figure out if he just wanted to be around me or if he was like afraid to leave. But it pleased me so much that I slowly reached out, and I got my arms around his neck, and I just loved on him there, and we just stayed there and had that kind of special little moment together. And I wondered then if maybe God, I've heard people say things that, and I know now they're not true, that like God doesn't need us, we need Him. That's not true. God needs us. He craves us. He craves a relationship with us. He created us for that purpose. It wasn't just that God needed somebody to praise Him. He could have made a billion angels to do that, more angels if He needed them. God needed somebody that craved Him. How do I know that? Because He created me in His image, and I do. I need somebody that just loves me because I am. That's not because I'm so great. It's not that. We all doubt ourselves as fathers. We doubt ourselves. We look back at our performance as a father, and we also look at our performance now as a grandfather. But you're never done being a father as long as you're alive. If you have any children. But so what if you have no children? You're still a mentor to somebody. It's about the relationship. It's that relationship of just being in that moment of I was there with that colt, and he was with me, and I was with him, and I put my arms around him, and it's like we were equals at that moment. In that moment, we were equals. I wasn't his master. He wasn't my slave. We were just together, and I don't know how to put words on it better than that. But that was what I was hoping to share with my dad this morning, and I don't think he quite got it, but yeah. Anyways, I hope all of you hear words of affirmation from me from time to time, and I want to lift you up, build you up, because I hear words of affirmation from you. I need that too. I do. I need to. It's not that we need to be praised or lifted up. It's not that we hunger that. It's just that we need the affirmation of that relationship. Thanks for listening.